Hello, I'm here in the middle of the countryside, visiting my friends Cliff and Pam at a very traditional organic farm. Now, this might seem a little old school to me, but I've got my welly boots on, so I'm going to have a go. Morning, Cliff.
Morning, Professor.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Would you like to come with me? We need to feed the cows.
Wow! Look at the size of those beasts! What are they, Cliff?
These are some of our cows. They're Aberdeen Angus cows, but more importantly, they're organic cows.
Organic? I've heard of that, but what does that actually mean, Cliff?
Well, it means they have a really good life. They spend most of their time out in the fields, and those fields out there, they don't have any chemicals put on them at all. No fertiliser, no pesticides, nothing.
Well, that sounds fantastic. And what's going to happen to our friend Angus here?
Well, in a couple of years' time, he's going to be your dinner.
My dinner? My dinner? That sounds crazy. But I suppose Angus has led a really happy life here. Ain't that right, Angus? That's right, Angus, that's right. It seems like all this organic stuff is doing you and your mates a world of good.
What do you say, Professor? Let's go out to the fields and see some of those organic crops growing.
Let's rock and roll. Well, Cliff, doesn't seem to be much growing around here. Seems a bit bare.
Well, we have only just planted it, Professor. If you was to come back next spring or in the summer, there'll be a nice field of wheat ready for harvesting, and that'll be up to about here.
Ah!
Have a look at this lovely organic soil. Fantastic, full of millions of mini beasts.
So does that mean that there's like no nasty chemicals and stuff like that?
None whatsoever. We like to look after the land here. I wouldn't do that if I was you, Professor. Let's get off and see another way we look after the land.
Well, Cliff, I hope it tastes better than that.
Absolutely. Let's stop here for a minute, Professor.
Why, Cliff? Is there an ambush?
No, nothing like that. Just wanted you to have a look at this hedge. This has not long been planted, and we planted all the hedges on the farms because they're just fantastic for wildlife. The birds love flying along here. You get all the mini beasts down in the bottom. It's absolutely brilliant.
That's amazing. Let me take a closer look. Wow! Nice hedge.
Thanks, Professor. I'll tell you what, I'm going to carry on working on it. Why don't you go down and see what's growing in Pam's veggie garden?
Okay, thanks, Cliff.
Thanks, Professor.
Bye.
Good morning, Professor.
Good morning, Pam. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine.
Pam, what are you doing here?
Here today I'm harvesting chard.
Chard?
Yes,
Chard?
yes.
Well, where are your tomatoes? Where are your carrots, Pam?
We don't grow tomatoes and carrots at this time of year, Professor. We only grow what's in season.
Like what, Pam?
Chard. We've got some lovely baby spinach here as well. Why
Baby
don't you
spinach?
try some?
I would love to try some. It's making me strong. Now, Pam, what happens to all of this afterwards?
We eat it, Professor. We sell it to schools. We sell it to anybody who wants to eat vegetables.
That's fantastic. Now, can kids do this at school?
They can do it at school with ease. They don't need a big garden like this. They could just make a raised bed and grow lots and lots of different vegetables.
Now, there is an idea. Now, Pam, is this all organic?
It's all organic, Professor.
Well, Pam, where's your wildlife?
Come with me and I'll show you.
All right, let's go. Pam, ask for wildlife. What's this?
This, Professor, is an animal hotel.
An animal hotel? What's that?
Well, it's a hotel where the different animals in the market garden can come and live. So, for example, we've got some hay and fleece here for the birds for nesting materials.
Top stuff.
We've got wood here where we can have baby insects overwintering.
Really?
Insects like ladybirds, lacewings, that kind of thing.
God.
And then further down we've got some clay here, which is a fantastic habitat for animals like frogs, newts and toads.
Now, is it free to stay in this animal hotel?
It's absolutely free, Professor.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Now, Pam, can kids do this at school as well?
They can do this at school as well. Wooden boxes, just different material, and off they go.
Now there is another idea, kids.
Now, Professor, why don't you go and look at some more stuff on the farm? I need to go and do some gardening.
Lovely, lovely. Bye, Pam.
Bye, Professor.
Well, I have had a great day out at this lovely organic farm. This is how farms should be. It's better for me, it's better for you, it's better for the whole environment, and it's better for Angus and his chums. So it turns out that all this organic farming is pretty cool after all. And you know what? It's really good to get outside and breathe in some lovely fresh air, and to know where your food actually comes from. Organic farming, I love it. Now these fields are not going to plough themselves, so come on Rossi, let's get going. Woo! Woo! Don't think I'm cut out to be a farmer, but I tell you what, it was really good to be out of the lab. And it's made me realise just how great organic farming is for me, you and the environment. So if you've got an appetite for action, why don't you and your friends convince your teachers to take you to a local farm? Okay, you might get a bit of money, but you'll breathe in some lovely fresh air. It's a great day out. You might not believe me, but there's also farms in cities. So no excuses. Get your welly boots on and go and visit your local farm. That's it for another episode. Thanks for tuning in.